All right, y'all, we are here. I just finished shaving my face because, you know, homegirl is Latina. And yeah, and then I'm gonna use this primer oil by Smashbox. I used to use this shit all the time in college. It's kind of fell off, and then I started using their primerizer, but then honestly it's so expensive. Like, it's amazing. It's probably my favorite primer ever, and I don't really use primer like that, but it's so expensive. Like, the full-size bottle is $42, dude. 42. That's as much as a foundation, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to use these guys here. I got these from my friend Laylee. This is the Airbrush foundation in 7.5 neutral, and then this is the Hollywood Flawless filter in the shade medium. So I'm gonna try this one first. I know a lot of people have used this and you either love it or hate it. I'm not even gonna put it on there. I know it's not gonna do shit for me. This medium color, probably a little too light. That's okay, because I'm gonna mix it anyway. I don't even know how to use this. Like, my roommate seemed like a little bit of a mess. What else is new? But I got a lot of packages in the mail recently. I actually have a whole new like beauty setup that I'm excited about to show you. I'm just still waiting for a few things, but yeah, right now I'm, you know, getting ready to go on a job interview. It is for a salon, and I'm actually, I hopefully really get it, not only because like I need a job, but also because like I miss working at a salon. Like, don't get me wrong, the job at Blowout Junkie I liked. It was just the fucking manager that was a psycho, you know what I mean? Like an actual narcissist psycho. So I'm actually gonna my hands are recently clean, so I'm gonna rub this in with my hands, just as I think sometimes like this consistency works best with the hands, because it's very like serum like, you know. Hold on. Yeah, so it's very like serum based. Okay, I wouldn't say like it's a foundation, but it is a nice dewy base. I mean, if your skin was perfect, it would be a really nice foundation actually. So then I'm gonna go in, kind of use this foundation to spot conceal. This is the color 7.5, so I don't really know what it's like the shade range, but if this is 7.5, I'm kind of concerned already. Let's see. I'm gonna use one of my favorite concealer brushes. This is the MAC 270 brush, and it's like a mini foundation brush. So I'm gonna use conceal that. Honestly, Charlotte Tilbury stuff is like severely overpriced. However, I really love her powders, her pressed powders. They are so nice. So I'm just gonna like conceal these certain areas, nothing too crazy. I will say though, if you're someone with a lot of pores, this foundation, the first one, the Hollywood filter, definitely emphasizes it. You would either need to go in with some powder or something. Okay, so that kind of covered that up a little nicely. In person it looks a little gray because I need to put like kind of like an orange base over it, and then I'm going to blend this out. Yeah, we're doing like a very like professional job interview makeup today. I like to keep the face, I mean, obviously like dress for what your job is, and I'm going for like more like a salon manager, salon, like, you know, do makeup as well there. So I'm gonna do a little bit extra because I want to show them that I can do makeup. But yeah, and also like I've gone into full glam. I've gone full glam into interviews that were for a fucking like collection agency because it just like also wows them, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, oh my god, you have this skill, cool, you're a makeup artist, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are surprised, you know, and impressed. Even though like when I worked for the bank, or when I interviewed for the bank, a lot of their initial questions were like, oh my god, like your makeup looks amazing, or comments or whatever. And I wasn't even like beep 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 beep. I was just like, you know, simple stuff. And so it is a conversation starter as well. So I would say there's no such thing as like professional makeup. I feel like fuck it, go to work with the color, like the crease, the glitter cut crease. Why the fuck not? You know what I mean? This is the Juvias Place concealer. I don't know what it's called, but it's this one. I got it on sale at Ulta, but I think it was just like a limited sale. This in some of the darker areas. Some of the other areas that need concealing. And we're concealing. A matcha latte from home. So next, I'm actually going to take this Fenty powder in the color banana, and I'm gonna set under my eyes with it. Just a slight dust, you know. My under eyes have been looking real crusty. Oh, I love this. This is the Morphe M438, and I love this for highlight, but mostly for under my eye powder. Look at that. It's just like perfect. And then I'm going to go in with, again, something a little different. I'm going to go in with the Studio Fix powder by MAC in the shade NC40. And I'm just going to kind of set all over my face with it. I think this powder is forgotten about and underrated. But this powder is lit as fuck. Especially me, who likes to have dewy skin, who likes to have more who is more dry, doesn't like to use powder. But a very light coating of this helps with your texture so much. It sets the skin so nicely. Okay, so next, I hate myself. Next, I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Profusion bronzer in the shade, I believe it's the darkest bronzer they have, which is sad and pathetic, especially if it is saying, if it's trying to Makeup Forever tries to market itself as like an artistry brand. Not if this is your darkest bronzer. No ma'am, no ham. No ma'am, no ham, no Pam, no collard green. It's a pretty bronzer though. And then I'm gonna go back in with the Studio Fix powder and just like clean up my bronzer a little bit. All right. Next, I like to do, when I am doing makeup for an interview, I like to do a simple eye. Again, depending on what you're shopping for, because sometimes I go my eyes beat, you know what I mean? Especially if we're gonna be wearing masks. You know what? That may be the vibe. That may be the vibe. I'm going with this Amerezy palette and make my eyes a little bit more popping, especially because I know we're gonna be wearing masks, right? Like, let's strategy. I'm going with this Morphe 433 or the MAC 216, whatever. And we're blending. This is the shade 1988. Now I'm gonna like blend it out. What the fuck has glitter? Ah! Why? Oh, because I have dirty ass brushes, that's why. So next I am gonna do a little bit of the cutting of that area. I'm gonna take my Louise makeup base, eyeshadow base. I take this brush and cut a little bit of that. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the shade. I'm gonna take this flat brush here, go into the shade Wasted in my Anastasia Amerezy palette. Oh, hold on, is it? It's like a satin. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna go back in with this brush into the brown color and blend these things together. And then last but definitely not least, probably the most important part, we're gonna blend everything up. So I'm gonna take this color New Yorker. Now, I'm gonna go pop on some lashes, some liner, and I'll be back to do my eyes and my brows and the rest of my makeup. All right, bye. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows, my lashes, my liner, and then I'll come back and finish the rest of my makeup. Okay. All right, y'all, so I have to run. My makeup is pretty much done. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is kind of my, this is how I'm going to an interview with my hair. Luckily they're not a hair salon. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.